Hey guys, it's Brian. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be installing a different Clearview windshield on my bike, and I kind of wanted to give you my feedback and my thoughts on doing this. So this is the Clearview XL GT Cut touring windshield with the 5-position vent. This is my go-to windshield. I've been very happy with this. I've been running it for, I don't know, I guess the last 2 years, 3 years maybe now. Folks at Clearview are fantastic. They've been on the live stream, or rather the Beyond the Rider, if you want to check that out. Family owned, fantastic company. So one of the things that I'm looking at doing this year is I've decided that I am keeping the Ultra, and I'm going to be doing a lot of upgrades. Performance upgrade, looks upgrades. I want to really try and get the maximum bang for my buck out of this bike. As you've seen in probably previous videos, I have a removable tour pack. Wanted to do something and add a shield to this, so when I go to bike night, it changes up the look of the bike. So when I run my Avion black seat and run the single up seat without tour pack, it's going to give it a completely different look for the bike. So they were kind enough to send me this bad boy. Look at this new hotness. So this is, I'm going to line it up here. This is their sport version of their windshields. And this still has a little bit of the curve on the upside here, but this is in the smoke black, or the dark gray rather. And this is going to be GT cut as well. So what that means by the GT cuts are that it comes out further. So it gives you a little bit more of a pocket of wind. It's cutting off the side air as well. So we're going to go ahead and install this. If you haven't seen any of my other Clearview windshield videos, one thing I want to keep in mind, if you remove this plastic, you cannot return it. What they recommend you doing is taking out your packing slip like I did, taking out your hardware, making just a little bit of a hole here, moving it around in the plastic, putting this windshield on, running it with the cover, and make sure it's what you want. I think that's huge. Gives you the opportunity to return it and make sure that you get the windshield that you're paying for and you get the look and styling that you want. Because I am keeping this windshield, I'm going to take the protective screen or the protective plastic off already and mount this. So let's go ahead and mount this. But as you can see, this is going to be my touring windshield. This is an XL. I probably could have went with a double XL for my height, but the XL is fine. I can see plenty over top of it, and it gives you great wind protection, and the shield is an absolute game changer. I highly recommend it. So we're going to take it from that, put this on, and let's see how it looks. So the first thing we're going to do, take a screwdriver. We're going to pop out these T25s. It's going to be 3 of them. You could loosen them up and leave them in there. I find it easier just to take them all the way out. Pop these out and put this back in. Now, the one thing that I can't say enough is if you're looking for a touring screen, this GT cut is huge. Gives your passenger a larger pocket of air to work with, and it's just a much more comfortable ride, less strain on your neck. Shield's also great because you can still run it in the summertime and have airflow and be cool, but then you can run it in the wintertime, and you also can adjust it to change the back pressure, which I find really nice. All right, so we have the 3 T25s out. We're just going to pull the fairing loose. Careful not to break my Custom Dynamics light here. We are just going to pull the windshield up and away, and there it goes off. Now, like I said, if this is your windshield and you want to test it, leave the plastic on so you can return it. Since this is mine and I'm keeping it, I'm taking it off. I'm going to peel the plastic off here, peel off the back side, and pop this on. So one thing that I really like with the Ultra Limited, it's very easy to swap the look of the bike up, and I've actually found kind of grown a lot deeper in love with this bike as I've been able to upgrade it and do some of these things to it. I like that you can change the look so much. So here what we're going to do, so we're going to line it up, and they're going to include 2 pieces of rubber. You're going to take those 2 pieces of rubber and slide them on the end here. If you have a GT cut, again, GT cut's wider. I personally like the look of it, but it's all preference. They can do whatever you want. They have a really great custom line of shields. So you can see automatically already, it's just a completely different bike. This is going to be the setup that I'm running when I'm out with my buddies. We're just touring around the back roads. I'm still going to obviously use the bigger screen for touring. And then we'll have this screen for bike night, and you know, to maybe take like 25% less geezer off the bike. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes over. But this is definitely the setup I'll be running. I really wanted to do this too because once you remove that back and you change the seat, it really does look like a completely different bike. So it's kind of the option of having two bikes in one, which I really like. So now we're just going to line this up. Pop this on real quick. Start with the center one. There's absolutely no need to over tighten this. If you over tighten it, that will be game over for your shield. It'll crack it. So you already can see a significant change in the look of the bike. I'm really excited to try this out. Get that down. I may want to adjust that a little bit more later, but for now that'll work. And we're just going to pop this last one in. If you're running an Ultra, I'd be very curious to see what shields you're running, and if you do run multiples, I think the idea of being able to have a windshield for touring and then a windshield for one-up riding, kind of bike night, a little bit different, is a really cool option. All right, so you can see that quick, we've completely changed the look of the motorcycle. This is a really high quality design. I really like it. And I really like, like I said, it has that short, aggressive look now for the bike. I am going to take this out. As soon as we're done this part, I'm going to include in the video, I'm going to take it out, give you my impressions of where the wind hits me versus the touring windshield. We can kind of go through it a little bit more on the bike. The one thing I did want to show you before we cut to the bike footage is just how durable these windshields are. There's not a lot of flex in this windshield if you try and flex this. And the thing that I like about that is it provides the pocket of air is consistent at speed. One of the things that I hated with the Harley Davidson windshield is the faster you went, the more flex you could actually see in the shield. So it may have started here, but by the time you speed up, it's actually way lower. So again, Clearview's fantastic quality. We're gonna go out, take it out for a spin, and let's talk about it on the bike. All right, guys, so we're out on the bike, and we are just gonna take it for a spin. Just for context, I'm wearing my Shoei RF SF, which is the helmet that I use for vlogging. Oh, look, we got somebody behind us too. We're on a bike. So I can tell you right away, this is absolutely the perfect fit for this bike for what I wanted it for. I'm getting air about, I don't know, I would say 6 to 7 inches below the bottom of my helmet. So I'm not getting, I don't feel so far that I'm getting any head wobble. I actually was out for a bit before I started recording this, but I wanted to get my thoughts together before I started recording. So this is the, I absolutely love the look of this. This is giving me the perfect airflow for where I wanted it. This is going to be, you know, for riding on the back roads. I can say at highway speeds, it's not a problem. It's just not something I would prefer personally for a long period of time. I'd like to have a little bit more protection and less head bobble, but you certainly could do it with no problem. I'm gonna put my shield down here. But I really like the way it opens up the bike. You know, I mean, it's so far down. Everything's just a clear view. Looking through it, you're not getting, you're not looking through the shield at any point. I really like the way it looks on the bike. One of the things that I'm going to be doing with the bike this summer, like I said, when I ride single up, I'm going to be riding without the tour pack on. I'm going to change out to my Avian black seat so it has a little bit more of a street glide bagger look to it. And I think that's going to be great because it like I said, the best part about these bikes is with the limited series, the Ultra series, whatever you call it, you can mix it up so much by removing that backrest, and you have multiple bikes in one. You know, I find that if I'm not touring, I don't need all that extra storage, and gives me a little bit lighter bike to be out and riding. So yeah, so this is the like I said, this is the Sport with the recurve. I think it kicks it up enough, kicks the air up enough that it's hitting me mid-chest. It's not hitting me in the helmet, so the helmet's not bobbling as hard as it would if it were hitting me square in the helmet. But this is certainly the alternative you want for just cruising around on the back roads. Oh, that's nice, that red and black. But yeah, I mean, as far as having two options, I would seriously consider getting the Touring GT cut, and then getting this, which is the Sport. I mean, you can even go one lower, but I don't think it has recurve at that point. And this is the GT cut, so it's a little wider. But I like the options. I like the ability that, you know, within not even a minute, I can swap out the shields and have a completely different look for the bike and more flow for me. So in these hot days, it's a little bit more enjoyable. But yeah, it's all about options. So if you like this video, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up there. Consider subscribing. You know all the drill by now, but I just wanted to give you a first look and kind of give you my initial thoughts of the Shield. I'm really liking it. Like I said, I've been out with it for the morning, and I really like the way it feels. I love the way it looks on the bike. I think it gives the bike a much different look, and that's the thing I'm going for when I'm going out single up. I like to have that bagger look rather than that full-blown tourer look. But this is the beauty of an Ultra Limited. You get to mix it up. So that's all I had, guys. I hope you're doing well. Just a reminder, we are continuing doing our Wednesday live streams. We're having a lot of fun with those. So I hope you come join us, and we're gonna probably start throwing up these videos to premiere right before we go live on Wednesday. So kind of we'll have the premiere, and then we'll have the actual live stream to mix it up. I think that's working out for us rather well. But yeah, man, that's all I got. I hope you guys are out riding. I hope you guys are having fun, and I'll see you in the next one.